Team, let's move! Laptops booting up, mic set, chairs in place. Perfect, we're ready.
Hello, welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on BFAM 109.6 FM, or you can find me on YouTube at Aunti, AUNTI _MIMS. Y'all gotta forgive me if I get a little confused or a little tongue-tied. You can also find me on Facebook at Auntie Chris. You can find me on TikTok at Auntie Mims. We actually got that change. Be looking for the change across all of my platforms very soon. I will be changing the name to Auntie Mims on all platforms. But if you need to contact me, you can reach us at lemonsmakeitmakesense@gmail.com. Trust me, I am here for you no matter what the situation. If you need to talk about it, that's what Auntie is here for. We do it on Tuesdays, but I'll do it any day and every day for you. If you need somebody to talk to, Auntie is there for you. Don't forget to make it make sense. Make sure you go like and subscribe so you can get all the latest updates, because trust me, I have done so much. I got so much in store for y'all for the next few months to come, and then on. So thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all make it make sense with Auntie every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Don't forget, go and set your alarms right now. You do not want to forget.
Hey everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi Auntie. Hi DC. Let's do this. Hey, I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
Listen, that's right. Don't forget to follow us, Auntie Mills and the Fruitiverse. I know y'all are not ready for what I have coming for y'all, because I was not ready. So make sure y'all tune in, follow me, subscribe, like. Again, go on Facebook and find me. I'm getting ready to set up their TikTok page because they're coming very, very soon. The episode is out. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all how soon it's coming. Listen, I am in the process. Y'all see it's already cut out. I done started putting stuff together. So everything is coming together so smoothly. I appreciate everybody that has been gracefully waiting. I do have some stuff that is up on the website for them. They have a whole website coming. It's a whole bit to do with the Fruitlings. So we are truly excited for everything that's coming. Y'all see I got my little folder and stuff. I'm all organized. Okay. So, all right, tonight is June the 2nd. We already into June. Crazy how 2026 is going by. We already in the 6th month of the year. And this month, as we all know, is our Father's Month. So y'all know I do something for the fathers. And of course, we're going to make June be about the father. We're going to make it be about men. Good evening. Show out is in the building. So this month, we, like I said, we will be honoring fathers, and while we are maintaining, we are also going to discuss, our local fathers, or if you have a father that's in your area that has a business. So Auntie will be doing, I will be selecting fathers, and I will be selecting the father that has a business, and we will be promoting those businesses. All right, so listen, Auntie been sick. I've been sick for the last 5 days, so I'm mouth still a little dry, but I'm here and I'm blessed, and y'all see I'm still smiling. And we are gonna make it through this show tonight. We're gonna give y'all a full hour. That's what y'all here for. That's what we're gonna do. Now, we are discussing this is our dual celebration of fatherhood excellence and our dadpreneurs and our safe space for our urgent wellness in my male community. We are I did have a couple of fathers that reached out to me, and some men reached out to me that wanted to be guests on here. They have not reached back out. So if you want to be a guest, if you know somebody that has something to discuss, any men out there that have any health information that they would like to discuss on the show, this is open for you all to do that this month. So make sure y'all reach out. We want to always stay in contact with our men and their mentality, especially during this month. We're gonna make it be about them. They always say we always do so much when it comes to Mother's Day, and fathers don't get that same attention. So we're gonna make sure we give them attention this month on Make It Make Sense for Auntie. We are definitely going to make it make sense for the men that you have in your life, the ones you're raising, whether they're your children, your men, whether they're parents, uncles, brothers, cousins. Everybody has a man that is involved in their life. So these shows will pertain to you at some point. So with that being said, this month, my topic that I selected, you know what I'm saying, I decided to do, like I said, I want to talk to y'all men. I felt that the mental health and emotional intelligence is something that we need to talk about because the men do not talk about. Oh, y'all just know, y'all can see all of my, oh, y'all see everything. Oh, y'all don't need to see all that. See, I need to clean the mirror. I don't use it at all. But no, men don't talk a lot about their the mental health and the emotional intelligence. Happy birthday. Let me say happy birthday to all my June birthday that's coming up this month. If I don't get to you on one of my shows, we will say that. The show out gonna make sure that y'all know his birthday is coming out. It's coming up. Geminis, we partying all month long. I am a Gemini as well. But yes, happy pre-birthday to Mr. Show Out, who wanted us to know his birthday is coming up. You know we're gonna address it. We got you. Especially during Father's Day, of course, Father's Month. So yes, we will address it that his birthday is coming up, birthdays. But happy birthday to anybody that is celebrating their birthday today, this week. Anybody that is celebrating a birthday this month. If you would like to purchase your birthday space on the show, I will do a shout out calling out your name. Just go ahead and you can reach out to me for the contact information, and we will discuss that. I also do birthday. What's it called? I forgot what they told me. What it's called. But yeah, I'll call you on your birthday. That's what they want me to do. Or call somebody for you on your birthday. If they local, I will do birthdays visits, but you just have to set it up with me ahead of time because I do have a work schedule. But that is also available. But like I said, we're going to go ahead and discuss the mental health and emotional intelligence, and it's breaking the silence and normalizing the check-in. And this is where we need to discuss, because a lot of men, and I'm jumping right into it, is the I'm good defense. So Mr. Showide, DC, all the men that's tuning in, I want y'all to be, active. I want y'all to answer these questions for us. A lot of men always say when we ask questions, because I know especially right now, we've been deemed that a lot of people say this is the sassy era, but I don't think that. But there's a lot of men that are requiring a lot of more a lot more care, nurturing. I'm gonna say that. I'll use that term, nurturing. There are a lot more men that have become more relaxed. We'll use those terms because I don't want to offend nobody. Not trying to offend nobody. But I am going to speak on the fact that we do see a lot of conversations, a lot of topics that go on where there's a lot more women taking on a lot more responsibilities. That was once upon a time deemed that's what the men do, or a lot of women have become more, you know what I'm saying? A lot of more women have become a lot more dominant. And we know we get a lot of the answers that I'm straight, I'm good, or I'm just tired. Is that something, are those terms that the men are using to just block out talking about the topics? Do y'all feel that we're not listening? Is that why y'all feel that? Or do y'all feel that men shouldn't discuss? I want to know, like, show out what you think. DC, do you talk about it? Do you talk about your feelings, or do y'all use the terms I'm straight, I'm good, or you know what I'm saying, it's nothing, I'm just tired? Are those terms that y'all use? Me and my boy Juvie watching it, and he going to answer some questions too. All right, well, Mr. Juvie, what's your answer? Do you talk about it when somebody asks you if you okay? Do you talk about your feelings, or do you go more to look? You done lost the headphones.
All right. I'll explain that when I was before the ex-wife ruined me. When I was in my first marriage, yes, I did talk about my feelings.
Okay.
But I got with a woman that decided that she was going to use those things against me. And I know most women are going, and I don't know why it is. Women are smarter for sure, but sometimes they're smarter in negative ways.
Mm-hmm.
They can remember everything we did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And there's women out there, even when you're doing something good, like you could be doing good for years and years and years, and then they just want to throw this little speed bump in there. Like, don't forget that one day you fucked up. And I'm highly against that. And I'll tell you now because of that, with the first woman, the rest of the women in my life have suffered because I'm not sharing my feelings. You're not going to have that fuel to slap me in my face where I want to take your head off. It's safer for both of us.
You know what? And I could say that at some points, I believe that I am one of those people. But when it's me, I don't believe that I'm doing it from a place of, oh, I'm throwing that in your face at you. It's just sometimes it's me. Some men have a tendency to forget some of the stuff that they've done.
Yeah, we want to do that. Like, that's what I'm sorry means.
I know,
like,
but
after years, we just want to stop. Because
yeah,
as a
but
woman,
then,
like when I say I'm sorry, if I do it
Mhm.
again, it's your job to leave, not to tell me I'm doing it again.
Okay. That was my next question. So okay. So then it should be a one-time policies, and then that's when it's set on your boundaries. That's what I wanted. Okay.
Too many people
Yeah.
are staying in relationships they don't belong in because they're trying to make it work. Or there's women out there that
Exactly.
like to have these men that are work cases. The problem with work cases is once you make that man, you're gonna be bored as hell. There ain't nothing to work on.
They don't.
Like
Yeah.
if you build it, they will come. No, you're gonna be bored with what you got if you're that kind of woman that likes to fix these men that are all messed up.
See, I don't want to fix it. I want you to
Me
do.
either.
I want you to do your part. I don't want to fix nothing. I don't want to know. Let's build. I don't want to fix nothing. Build it. We ain't got to fix nothing. No. Mm-mm. Okay, but he answered my question. Anybody else, Mr. Jubian, waiting on your response? I hope Miss Amanda in the building. I know I said the men, but I know I love her insight when she be talking. I ain't heard from Mr. Walter in a while either. The rest of my men out there, I'm telling y'all got an open platform now. Y'all can talk. We giving y'all the talk, and y'all gonna get the feedback from the ladies. We gonna answer those questions because it is about y'all. It should be about y'all every day, but we know we gonna make sure that we focus on it, especially this month. Okay, so DC, this actually was what it says. It says that usually when y'all use any of those defenses, it's a deconstruction on how to bypass y'all real feelings to pretty much limit the emotional range and isolate y'all from y'all primary support system. So, yeah, I can understand. So a lot of us women have turned you men from expressing y'all feelings. Okay, so I take accountability for my part in that. I'll do. I'll be trying to work on it. I need to do better at just not doing it, but I will. Remember, we should pour into each other. You know, that glass will never get full unless we deal to this extent. It is true, but everybody cannot handle that. Everybody's glass is not built to be filled to the brim. It brims at different levels. Everybody not, you know what I'm saying? All cups ain't made the same. But I understand what you're saying. I understand. Let's see. Okay, so men, what do y'all feel about like the trap of the silent provider? And that's the heavy psychological pressures of feeling like it's the unshakable, the silent rock. Like you have to be that rock. You have to stand, you know what I'm saying? So men don't talk about that a lot. From, the research that I did, they say that's one of the things that men don't talk about, that unshakable is like, I guess, a feeling that you all get that you have to be this rock, this provider. And that's a lot of pressure that's put on it. There it is.
Yeah, that's our job. We are the rock.
Right.
Men are the rock. And I don't like to do the rock. I like to do the king and queen thing. I think that's most relatable in every, no matter what ethnic background you come from. Everybody had a king and a queen in that ethnic background. Black,
Mhm.
white, Chinese, no matter what you are, you've got a king and a queen. So if you've got a castle, which happens to be my home, my life, I look at that as our castle. I'm the king, you the queen. We all have jobs. I'm definitely the rock. I should be there for you to lean on at all times. I'm the rock.
But does that come with a lot of pressure though? That's what it's like on your mental. You don't feel that bothers like your mental knowing that you have to deal with all of that. Like that pressure's all on you.
I did date a girl once that thought she knew what the rock was. Yeah, that bothered me when I had a woman trying to tell me what it was to be a man. Then I found out she had daddy issues and I got it. I said, you know what? We're just not right for each other. We're still friends today. Listen, people, when you're in relationships that don't work, you don't have to hate them.
Right, just be friends
Like
with them.
those people, be friends because obviously y'all met for a reason. It ain't
Right, right, right.
couple. I just, yeah, I'm no pressures.
I know people be telling me they can't be my friend. I be like, dang, what I like,
What?
dog.
What?
You can't be my friend. Why you can't even be my friend?
I would take 10 aunties as friends.
You hear me?
Three reasons. Make it make sense, no bullshit, and ain't afraid to talk about nothing. Me and Auntie have had conversations off air about
What?
don't even go there.
I'm trying to tell you, I be just like that, and that's me all day. I be trying to explain that to people. I am the same person every day. If you meet me in real life, I don't think I would ever be a person. If I ever make it where I got so much money, I don't think it would ever like change who I was because I don't like them people. I want you to be the person that be exactly who you are supposed to be, like exactly say exactly what it is that you got to say, do exactly what it is that you got to do, just make that shit make sense. Like for real, that's just how I feel. But I do need my men to understand. I'm gonna get back into that, but I do. I need my men to understand that true strength and long-term resilience requires space to vent, reset, and safely communicate boundaries without losing respect. So I do know, like DC just said, there are a lot of men out there that, they feel and understand that being the man, that is their job. That is what they are supposed to do. That is what they are built to do. That is what it is, that is required of them. Therefore, they will put forth in, and you do have a lot of men that don't talk a lot. I do know that in the last few years, we do have a lot of platforms that a lot of more men are speaking out. A lot more men are discussing their feelings. Hence, here, Make It Make Sense with Auntie. It is a platform that men have a avenue that they are able to speak. Yeah, I can speak freely. I ain't gonna judge you, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Exactly, sure. We are friends now, and he is growing. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you. Growth, and just like I said, we do have to acknowledge that. I don't take nothing away from anybody. I like anybody that come in contact with me. I tell people all the time, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. If you end up not being my friend, usually it's because you couldn't handle what was said to you. Because I work a lot, so I'm not. I mean, or you might like just stop talking to me because I don't call, because I rarely. This is my best friend. But yeah, on the phones and stuff, I'm always at work. Or I'm always doing something, to give back or try to talk to somebody or doing some stuff. So I am always definitely busy. But we gonna go ahead and jump in. I'm proud of myself tonight, y'all. I'm feeling so good. Y'all just don't understand. I've been down for days. I'm talking about to the point of going to sleep, waking up. It was crazy. But listen, let's go ahead and jump into our story. So this young lady, Miss, I'm going to kill you, right here down the road from me, about 45 minutes, hour away. Orlando woman drives into a man she thought was talking to her girlfriend. Now, as you all know, if you have been watching me since the beginning, you know that I am a domestic violence survivor. And it was from a same-sex relationship. And so we know that I speak very freely when it comes to women. I tell you all that women are very, very emotional creatures. Some of them do seem to have imbalances. I don't know what's going on. They have a possession click. I don't know what it is. But I read this story because I wanted to know what it was that possessed this woman to run into this man. Well, apparently this woman was at an event in Orlando. And her girlfriend, there was a group of them. Now there's a group of people together. Her girlfriend was having conversations with everybody there. There was a man that was there that was talking to the entire group. I don't know if any inappropriate conversations or she thought she seen something, but she ended up coming over to where they were at and addressing the man, making comments to the man. The man told her, he don't want no problems. He just here, to have a good time. He hanging out with everybody else. They said that this woman walks away, goes and gets into her car, tells this man, you better move or I'm gonna hit you. The man thought it was a game, and she drove into this woman. She drove into this man. She tried to get away, but they got her. And I don't know if she know, but in Orlando, they don't play like that. Y'all be careful. I know we talking about men, but y'all most definitely be careful when it comes to these relationships, same sex, heterosexual. It doesn't matter. Y'all be careful because these people are out here, and there are people that will real deal take your life. And I mean, this is because she thought this woman was talking to somebody else. Like when they get this level of possession within them, you have to let them people go. And that'd be the hardest part, is letting them go. People will say, oh, well, you stay. Most of the times you don't be staying. You're real deal kidnapped. Like you being held hostage in a relationship because when you leave them, they're going to act stupid. They're going to do crazy stuff. Because if she jumped into this car and ran into this man, y'all got to know that what that woman did with at that house is way worse. When y'all be saying, why do you stay? Because if you leave, other people get hurt, or when they see you with other people, it involves other people. So sometimes you stay just to. That's another show. That's another show. That's a show enough, another show. We're gonna make sure we talk about that closer to October. We might have to talk about that before October. But stuff like this, so you never know. I don't know if that's the case. But this right here, I hope she get everything coming to her. Oh, and I think she's only like 23 years old. And that's what's even crazy because the girl that did mine, she was like 25, 20, real young. So their minds ain't right, especially when they going through those transitions of life, trying to figure out who they is and stuff. I mean, and we know adults do it. We see the adults do it. But this here is insane. This is insane. No, I don't believe. Hold on, what that said. I don't recall them saying how long that they had been in that relationship, but it doesn't matter how long they was in a relationship, whether it was 10 years, 10 minutes, it does not matter. When you are in a relationship with somebody, you should never feel the need to harm them or anybody else, ever. If you are in a relationship with somebody and it is coming across your head to harm that person, you need to get out of that relationship. If it is telling you you need to be a guest speaker at Rhonda's event for domestic violence. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you're in a relationship and somebody tells you that they are being harmed or they will harm you, or if they see you, they get angry when somebody talks to you. And I could probably guarantee you that this girl talked to whoever she wants to. And I ain't gonna bet my life on it, but she probably talked to dudes too. Because I know that's something that was another conversation I had with somebody just recently. And they were telling me about the person that they was dealing with, and they went through the same thing, and it come, same thing. Same thing. And they be messing with men and they don't want you to know. And then you talk to a man or you don't know why they angry with this particular person, and then now they fighting, and it just be crazy. That stuff be toxic. It's toxic. It really is. And it's just deranged. But baby, I hope you get the help that you need. I don't know why these children are out here doing this crazy stuff, but I'm trying. We're here. We're available for somebody for you to talk to. you, anybody that that it affected, we are here because this needs to be addressed at all points, all of them. Let's see what it say. Oh, I know what it is. So my next question: what is it? What do y'all do? And this goes out to my men. What is it that y'all do for like a daily check-in? Do y'all check in with yourselves? Do y'all do like anything for relaxation? Are those things that y'all actually put into y'all life? DC, I know you, because like you say, that you feel that as a man there's certain things that you do. Do you take time out for yourself? Show out you, Juvie, all the rest of y'all. Do y'all have like emo days that y'all like women go get their nails done and go get their hairs done? Do you have your me time for you?
Absolutely. Golf.
You golf? Okay. Yeah, that's me time.
Getting out in nature twice a week at least.
Okay. Yeah. So see, that's good. They have it.
So watch this. Watch this now. Let's say your golf time. Let's say your man time is every Friday morning. And your girl comes up to you, she goes, "Hey, I'm off this Friday. Can I come ride with you?" That's a tough man question. Because you want to spend time with your girl. And if she goes to the golf course, she don't want to be there. She
so tell her you'll do it later.
She just wants to see if she can violate your space. So fellas, and this backfired on me. Next time she's saying she's going to get her nails done for some girl time, ask if you can go. I did, and I got to go, and it was terrible. But I mean, just So, anyways, Lisa will be going golf with me this Friday.
Oh wow! So, but you know what though? I have learned. I really have learned. Thank you to the golfers out at Fishhawk. Listen, what he say? Every Sunday morning, I listen to gospel on the radio to cleanse my soul and my mind, which I call the detox. Okay. As long as you got something going on. But what I was saying about the golfing, when I used to do catering back at 2015, 2016 for Firehouse, we used to have events that used to be on the golf course. And so they would invite us to come out to the golf course. And I always remember watching the stuff on TV, but I never had experience actually going out to a golf course. So I was invited out after that work, of course, to come out to the golf course. I went to the golf course. I actually like the golf course because I realized that they just ride around on golf courts with coolers. Yeah, I had a ball. Yeah. So she need to find one of them, the women with the coolers on the back of their golf court. She'll be all right. She'll have fun. I think she'll enjoy it. By the third or fourth round on that little golf course, I was to the win. I was ready to go. I had a ball. But no, I did enjoy going to the golf course. I have to go back. But so for my men, before we jump into the halftime, because y'all know it's about the halftime, this is my challenge for all my men. I feel that you all should find friends if you already don't have some, but get into the habit of becoming non-judgmental when you all with each other and do check-ins with each other to just make sure that y'all are okay. Make sure that mentally they are okay. Even spiritually, okay. There's nothing wrong, like Show I said. What's up?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You're with a woman, and she says, "Well, what do you want for Father's Day?" What if you just want to be left alone? Fellas, don't say it like that. Okay?
Tell them.
It's rude. It's rude. There's a right way to say it. You could just sit there and say, I think what I'm doing here's a PSA to ladies. Everything that you think that we want to do on Father's Day, we don't want to do none of that shit. Being honest, we don't want to tie. From our kids, yeah. Yeah, kids presents are always good, but you know what we really want from you? Peace. I didn't say peace and quiet, peace. Like every time you think that you might want to say something that might cause turmoil, say for tomorrow. Give me a full 24 hours of peace. I didn't say sex. I didn't say food. That's all bonuses. Most times we just want to be bored for the whole damn day.
Just leave you to your own devices.
Not like leave us alone. Just don't try to do shit. All the shit you try to do
your
is
own
too much.
devices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen. All right, y'all. So it is that special time of the hour, which I love. I have come to love so much. Gotta give me some drink. Yeah, we can do that while during this time. This is, and we are once again so excited. He is also always in the building. At this time, this song was created for me by, and let's go ahead and give our special thanks to Mr. Show Out. This song that I had to be reminded, and now this has become something. What is it called? My mantra. This song, and so I am very, very excited. And every time we share this song with you all, eventually it's gonna go global because it does. It's not just about me. It does represent a lot of women, a lot of people out there in the world every day that do some of the same stuff that I do. So this song is not just about me. It is about the aunties, but it is about me. So without further ado, it's that halftime. Let me go ahead and grab me something to drink, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. BFAM by the 9-6. You know what it is. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Lock in. Auntie in the building. Hey. Let's talk about it. Let's go. She the truth in the booth, never filter her speech. Dropping gems for the people, every word in reach. Keep it real, no cap, no glitter, no gloss. She gon' give you game, never worry what it costs. Sell a block to the board, she connect both sides. Knowledge in her voice, you can feel that pride. Single moms, dreamers and the hustlers too. Come on, she break it down plain, not a vision looking new.
Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. We hit fam on like 9-6, no game, yeah. Tuesday at 9, let culture live. You gon' leave inspired when she go and live. She got the heat and the tools, make you think then move.
Let's go.
Don't just scroll, tap in. When she speak that truth, cut in.
Feeling pressure from bills,
She got something for that.
trying to start your lane.
She gon' drop that map,
Mental check in, breathe, relax. She bringing light with the real, that's facts.
that's facts.
Community strong, she bridged that gap. Bringing youth and the OGs back. Come on. No gimmicks, just soul and direction. Talk that love, that real connection.
We need more like her, when the world get blurred. She steady with the word, steady to contend, not deter. Nah, stay gold, she don't fold, never got a platinum soul. Keep talking, let it roll, make it plain, let them know. Let them know. Auntie on the air, make it plain, yeah. Plain beer from the 9-6, no games, yeah. Those who got near, that culture live. You gon' feel the shift when she go and live. She got the tea and the tools, make you woke but smooth. Don't just hear, evolve. She the truth, problem solved.
Let's go. Tuesday nights. You know the vibe. 9 sharp. Yeah. BFAM Mudo 9-6 FM. It's family. Auntie. You ain't just talking. You making it plain. Facts.
Listen, most definitely make it make sense, Auntie, every Tuesday night. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you just tuning in, I really appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff, because I have so much in store for you. I'm telling you, I don't know, I have like a refresh of life. The last few days I have been sick. So if you have not, thank you so much. If you have not experienced the flu in 2026, listen, it ain't nothing to play with. I got sick last week. I got wet from the rain, and listen, that was no joke. It really was no joke. So if you are out there, make sure y'all taking care of yourself, y'all vitamin C, y'all making sure y'all going to the doctor, y'all making sure y'all taking care of yourself, taking care of y'all little ones. It's summertime, the kids out of school, so you're gonna have all those kids around you. They're gonna be out and about. Make sure you are taking care of y'all children. COVID was bad, and I think with this, it was like worse to me personally. I felt, because it was like, even when I had, COVID scared us because we really didn't know what COVID and stuff was going on. This right here was like COVID, because I had the burning chest, and it was like a lot of stuff that was going on with me. But it was, I remember when I had COVID, they told me that, you may experience issues with your smell and stuff if you ever got sick again, because it's in your body, all this crazy stuff. So when I got sick, I was literally running through the house, making sure that I could still smell and taste stuff, because I did not want to know what this new, whatever this stuff is they got going on out here. I did not want no parts of that whatsoever. So, baby, listen, some Dayquil, prayer, some lemon, some tea. Listen, absolutely not. And I'm feeling 100% compared to where I was at. I am so grateful and so thankful. That's why, I keep smiling, keep going. We're going to make it make sense. We definitely going to do that. Shout out to everybody having birthdays, anniversaries, got something special going on. Especially shout out to all our babies graduating. We are so grateful to see so many of our children out here graduating and celebrating. And I think it's crazy, some of the stuff they are taking too far with some of the clothing and stuff. But I really do feel that it's crazy how, and I know that they do have like weight capacities and people capacities when it comes to some of these events. But I think it's crazy that you have to limit how many people can come to these graduations when, some of these are some of the events that a lot of these children may never experience anything, like this again. A lot of kids don't go to college and other stuff. So I feel like, that should be something that's more open to more people being able to celebrate, because it does cause a lot of drifts and issues. We see it, a lot of problems with different locations and schools, but we want to send a shout out to all our babies that's, coming home, that's going to the next grades. We're going to definitely shout those out. We're going to always make those make sense. So we talk about the stories with the issues when they're having problems and they're doing things wrong. We're going to make sure we shout them out when they're doing good as well. All right, so a little bit of more stuff before I jump into my last two stories. So I did some. I told y'all I've been doing stuff. I've been working. I really have been working. And I told y'all my Auntiism brand is something that I created for. Well, my Auntiism and my Aunt-ism brand is something that I created for everybody, because we are all auntie. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? We are all aunties and uncles. Crazy that she came on right at that time. So what I have gotten done, I did. I'm getting ready. I'm making sure proofreading and stuff before I have it bound and all that pretty stuff. But as y'all can see, I have come up with the Auntiism, the official compilation handbook. And this is the Make It Make Sense 31 Day of Self-Care Journal. Y'all, yes, I did that. I am so excited. I did that by me and some AI. I did. I wrote, like, if you see my computer, I have so much stuff that I had written and didn't know what to do with it. So what I got was some AI and we worked with it and we came up with a lot of stuff that I'm very excited about. But it literally tells you it's the 31 Days of Self-Care Journal. This journal is designed to help you prioritize yourself, set healthy boundaries, and cultivate positive energy over 31 meaningful days. Each day includes a prompt space for reflections and a room to set an intention for how you want to move through the day. As you write, remember that self-care is not selfish, it is essential. It supports your peace, your growth, and your ability to show up fully for yourself and others. Take your time, trust the process, and let this journey be a reminder that your well-being matters. And this one, of course, it does say the Auntiism one, but I do have these available, the Auntiism 31 Days. I know some men feel it, clash to be out here writing, but I do know that I've learned that there are a lot of men out here journaling that write down their stuff. So I'm trying to come up with something. If any of you men have any ideas or suggestions on something that would be beneficial, that will help you all, that Auntie could create to help you all when it comes to journaling or jotting down your feelings or expressing your feelings. I did get an invitation to, somebody told me that I should create an event for men to come out, I guess like a round table where y'all could just come out and talk and get Auntie advice. I'm open to doing that. I'm not sure, if I have any men that want to be a part of that, y'all could, I'm more than welcome to do that and set that up for one of my days that I'm off. I will do an event where it is a live, where y'all can come out and ask me questions and Auntie will answer them truthfully if you want the truth. I did, and because of, I'm very honest. I try not to hurt people's feelings. A lot of times I do hurt people's feelings, I guess because of my deliverance. I've gotten to a space, where I feel as if I pretty much say what I want to say, because not to be disrespectful, but I feel as if that you should never limit a person on telling you exactly what it is. And I think that's because a lot of the misunderstandings with me coming up a lot was a lot of people felt that it was being disrespectful, whereas I was always just very blunt. My auntie on here, so she'll tell you my mouth is, I tell y'all all the time, that's why I'm here. God gave me this mouth for a reason. That's why I am before y'all right now. The mouth that endured when I went through the domestic violence, when I went through the stuff I went with my mama, with my daughter, that I went through in life, in jobs, in public. I told y'all I would get put out of places. That's just what my mouth has always been something, but I thank God for having this mouth, because as we've learned, I'm not afraid to say what needs to be said. I take accountability for what I say, because if I said it, that's how I felt about it, and I'm passionate on that. But I just wanted y'all to know that, yes, Auntie got some stuff out there, so when y'all see my name coming across in different rooms, it's me. Yeah, I'm in those rooms now. The rooms they talked about me in before I got into them, we done got there. So y'all make sure y'all be looking out. I'm going to make sure we get these out there for my fathers. We have the unchism version. It won't be, I'll make it a little more manly. So y'all don't be thinking that it's all, you know what I'm saying? I'll make it a little bit more manly for y'all. Y'all send me y'all suggestions and we'll do that. But next we're going to go ahead and jump on into our story. So DC, you can go ahead and play the video. That mouth, I told y'all, there it is. Listen, baby, I done got so many beatings about this right here. Baby, listen.
Yesterday was the most scariest day of my life.
They put rocks in her mouth so nobody would hear her scream. 12-year-old Josiah, 13-year-old Nelson, 15-year-old Xavier.
For brutally graping a 12-year-old girl for half an hour. They even put rocks in her mouth so she wouldn't scream.
She says that Nelson grabbed her and took her over to an area they called the garden, forced her on a couch.
The victim told the police that Josiah and one of the 15-year-old boys held her arms and her legs down so she wouldn't leave. That's when Nelson started graping her. The 15-year-old boy pulled down the victim's bra as she said, "No, stop." But he proceeded to play with her breasts as he held her down. The victim continuously screamed, "Stop, it hurts." That's when Josiah put rocks in her mouth to shut her up, as the grape continued for half an hour. The victim's father heard his daughter screaming, so he yelled her name out to see where she was. That's when the boys stopped graping her and took off running.
Her mom said that they still cry about this daily. They had to completely move out of Miami because of the trauma, and they are trying to move forward.
So this story actually was an update to a story that I had did a couple months back. This was a story about the young man out of Miami last summer who had grabbed this little girl while she was walking home. And as you heard, the cruel things that they did to her. We discussed it back then that well, does a child get that type of mentality, a group of young men, as you heard, all of them young men. And I'm gonna take that back. Not young men, all of them children. I just heard something that made me say that I need to stop saying that about it, because when we look at stuff, you see our children get in trouble and they automatically become young men, and then the system get them in and they charge them as adults. When it comes to other races, and we just being honest, they are related to as young boys or good boys, and the outcomes are different. But these young men did some despicable, horrible things that they do need to be held accountable for. Each one of them do need to be held as an adult for what they've done to this child, period. There is no way around that. They have to be held accountable. The acts that they did were insane, as you heard, that one of them actually put rocks in his baby mouth to keep her from screaming. They fondled her, they touched her, they raped her, like they said in the video. I even watched the parents' response, and I noticed that a lot of states are holding more parents accountable, because in the video, I heard some parents say some despicable things about this little girl. Absolutely not. There is no defense out there in this world that you have for your sons if they committed any type of crime, but especially this type of crime, the mind of a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old. We understand they're underdeveloped, they don't know, but they know better. We have to stop making excuses for our children because, oh, we gonna think that we feel that the punishment is going to be too harsh. Baby, you got to think about the actions, because we are having too many adults that do not know how to be accountable for their actions, and that starts somewhere. If children start taking accountability as children, then when they grow up and then they do become young men and grow into older men, then they know what accountability is. Then, because everything is a decision. Those boys made a decision. Where they got the information from that made them say, oh, let's get together, we're gonna do this to little girl, because that ain't something that just happened. We're gonna say that what took place in that video, and y'all can go down the rabbit hole and re-watch the videos. I watched them. I listened to the courts. I watched it and I listened to it. This little girl is traumatized. Her body was so badly beaten, and the stuff that was done to this little girl at the hands of these little boys, that is insane. Any parent that got up there and said anything but I'm sorry, any parent that got up there and said anything about I don't know where they got this from, any of those parents, baby, you the reason why they are not taking accountability and saying I did this, I'm dead wrong. That's that, period. And I'm one of them people. I really am. If I do it, I'm gonna do it right there in front of you, in front of the police. And that ain't being funny. I'm just being honest, because we're speaking on what's happening. These children have to take accountability for what is being done. Parents have to teach our children. And I know we see a lot when they say the fathers, where the fathers at, where the fathers at. There are a lot of fathers that are involved in their children's life, and children make decisions just like adults do. Children, it might not be the best decision, but children do make decisions. They make dumb decisions, but that does not take away from their accountability that has to be had because they made a dumb decision. That is at the time that they learn that making better decisions. For real, because right there, I mean, there's no, how do you go around it and say, you know, we understand that you was just a child when you did this. We're going to give you a less amount of time, because that does not take away from the pain and what this other little girl endured at the hands of these children that made a dumb decision. So y'all have to make that make sense, most definitely. And we're going to slide right on into our next video. You got it.
Have you heard they erased us with a pen? Have you heard history repeating again? Walk the black lawmakers right out the room. Now democracy wearing funeral shoes. Oh, have you heard?
Now, y'all know we're going to talk about it because we are living it. Exactly, Auntie. They ruined that baby. They stole her childhood. Nobody, when they go into a courtroom, I mean, somebody can actually, they can speak on it. That's right, stand up for what they believe in. When my auntie was saying, you know, this baby, nobody, when they go into a courtroom, you know, somebody can stand in there and they can say, you traumatized this child, you done this XYZ, but nobody has the understanding of what that child is going through, the mental. Nobody is, you know, they're going to ask her questions, but nobody is ever going to fully understand what is going on in this child's mind. And yet she might work to, you know, overcome, but that is still a reality that has been placed upon this child at such a very young age. And nobody knows what, you know, what are the ramifications of what took place to this baby yet, because she is still just a baby. That's why. So yes, they do have to most definitely be held accountable. And the other story, yes, stand for what you believe in. So as we've seen, they told you that Tennessee, that the Black Republican Party, that they actually walked out. And we spoke on this again on one of my other shows about erasing history. The thing is, we can go in, you can always erase something, because usually if you erase it, you're going to go in to replace it with something else. But what they fail to understand is you can erase certain things from certain places, but there are certain places that information will still be there. This will be in textbooks. This will go down in history of what took place here. Yeah, they can erase so much of it, but those faces will be replaced with the ones here that tried to erase what had already happened. You going in and removing certain people from parties, but you don't want to claim racism, which is insane to me. You're speaking on stuff from civil rights, and we talking about how this didn't happen, yet we still turning around and we doing it again right in our face. We removing rights from people that make decisions. Y'all hear how that come up? We are taking away rights from people because we want to be able to go in and make decisions for everybody. We don't want to be equal. So, remember when you was a child and that one child that walked around and said, "That's mine." That's what we're living in. Like, they each have one that they've dropped off in these areas, and they're saying that's mine. So everything belongs to them, and then you have to sit around and watch them play with the stuff that they have, and you have to want for it, and then they want you to fight it. I ain't stupid for it. But the thing is, the reason why y'all are trying to erase the history that takes place is because y'all know that it was not built by you, so you cannot keep control of it, which means that if it is left to your own devices, we will sit back. I don't think that they should be arguing with y'all. Personally, I feel like y'all should take away or say that, this is y'all's, take that, snatch that away, and then leave it. Leave, the races to their own devices and let them recreate, history. If we're going to recreate history, you have to remember that the foundations and the things that y'all are erasing was created by others, and things as we see are still being created by other people, which means that once again, it will just be recreated with better things. I don't really know who the person is that y'all have that's making the decisions for you, telling y'all to do this. Who will never forget, even though they tried to erase and replace. Yeah, we'll never forget. At the end of the day, it's gonna have to be something that y'all had to replace. The story that has to be told. It's just gonna be somebody else that's gonna come around here with a mouth like mine. Maybe worse, that's gonna come and report the same exact thing, that's gonna dig and that's gonna go and study, and that's gonna be intelligent enough to look further than what somebody tell them. And that's what we want to instill in our children. If they erase it from the books, that you make sure you instill it in their mind. You don't have to, we're at a space where there should be enough intelligence that's instilled in our minds that if we actually teach our children at home, if you actually provide them with that information, don't expect the teachers and stuff to do it. And I'm not saying that because my auntie just retired, and congratulations to my auntie after a long time in the school system here in Hillsborough County. So she done seen a lot, went through a lot, endured a lot. But for real, like, if you teach your children, because I've always been one that like to read, like to learn, like to do all that. I don't care how bad y'all think I was, and I was. I don't care how much my mouth was and taught. I still learned. I never been afraid to learn. I always learn. Real smart, real intelligent. Far from a dumb chick. That's why I'm so keen on talking to children. I was a child that felt alone a lot of times, and I learned to read and go into, those spaces in books and, my imagination, and to do stuff like that. And I did that. And that's why I believe in giving it and teaching it back to my children and grandchildren. And I believe in instilling it into the other children to let them know that, you cannot erase it, that you had to start somewhere. You need to go back as further as you can get back. And if you have to teach your children to do that now, so that they know that, so no matter what book they erased out of the, out of a library, or whatever book they burnt up, whatever they took out of there, if you knew that and you told the story, it's going to still get passed on. The knowledge will still be out there. They can't erase everything unless it's on the computer. And I need y'all there. That's why I'm putting my stuff. I got it on computers and I got it on in print. Don't let them tell y'all they stop using print stuff. That's what's happening. That's why I'm talking about taking money and all that stuff out. Because if you ain't got nothing tangible and it's all here, it could be shut down, erased, and y'all ain't got it no more. It's gone that way. Absolutely. Absolutely. If y'all take everything to digital, absolutely, they're going to erase everything you want them to. But if you continue to teach your child and write, I actually went to the store, and shout out to my store Five Below, and I'm gonna go get some. I meant to grab some, but I was busy, and I have to stay focused because I'm on a budget, and I have to write them into my budget. But I went in Five Below and seen that they have cursive writing books for children. So I'm finna go in there, and if y'all want to send donations, and I'll go in there and purchase some Aunti 24. I plan on going to buy cursive writing books, and I will give them out to every child that I find. Teens, children, all of them. I will hand those books out to everybody. They $5. If y'all want to send donations, Aunti 24, I will go buy as many books as I can, and I will get them out to our children, because I watched a video that Real Deal told me something that made sense. The reason why they stopped teaching our children how to write in cursive is because most documentations from the past was wrote in cursive. Most documentation and important documentations need signatures. If you do not know how to do that, then it is void. Anybody can go out there and forfeit signatures and all this crazy stuff. These children need to know documentation. They need to know what's being erased. If you keep if some of them people that you know around you that's done kept a lot of stuff, y'all need to make sure y'all keep that. What's up, DC?
When you do the cursive book, BFAM will donate $100 towards that program, mainly because these artists out here have all this talent, can write these things. They come to the station, and I'm like, oh, don't forget to send me a picture, because I'm going to print it out and let you do me get an autograph. How come?
Well, I'm going now. We starting the program now.
They cannot sign their names.
Exactly. And it's so sad, because that's how they get them. But yeah, so I got a homegirl. She's a friend of mine. They will never erase what we have in our mind and what we teach our kids, hence why we go to our elders to know our history. But a lot of our children are so disrespectful, they don't even speak to our elders, and our elders are passing away, and a lot of the information is dying with them. That's why we need to teach the importance of our children being able to be around those relatives and family members, those older ones, those people that know stuff. Teach them how to read. And when I say teach them how to read, that means read in depth, not just these little books they giving them, but make them want to go in there and learn. Make them actually want to go in there and find out more information than what you know. Because I always want my children to strive and do better than I ever did. I want them to know more than what I ever did. Custom t-shirt grinders with match. That is what. Okay, we here for it. If whoever is interested in purchasing these cursive books, they have them at Five Below. I will be going to Five Below this week to purchase them. If you have a donation, the books are $5 a piece. I will go and give them out. DC said the artists, I do know that these children don't know how to sign their names. They don't know the importance of writing in cursive. They're trying to do away with a lot of that stuff. But I did find these books when I was in there, and I will go in there and buy as many of them as I can. And if you know children, if you have any kids, especially kids that just graduated, if you know any children that have just graduated, I will make sure that we get these books over to these kids to make sure they make it make sense. They are the cursive writing. I should have took a picture of the book when I was in the store, but I do know the manager, so I'm going to call her and tell her to put me some cases to the side so we can get these books and I can find the name. But $5 donations will be going towards these purchases of these books. Thank you for BFAM for their donation. We definitely gonna go out there and get them if you know any of these kids. Also, while I'm speaking of it, if you know any of these kids, this is for my fathers. I am doing a for the fathers for this month. If you know any fathers that have a business, they run businesses, and you want to shout them out, y'all go ahead and get that information over to me. Get it to me by Friday before the shows. Father's Day is the 21st, so make sure y'all get all of those in there so we can have all those shout out prior to, so they'll give you next week. If you have any fathers that you want shouted out for the show for the 20, what day is that? Was that the 17th? I think the 16th or the 17th. So that's only like 2 weeks away. Make sure y'all get those businesses, the information in. Shout out to Mr. Carter over. What is it? Bert? What? I don't want to mess it up. burst time. Mr. Mario S. Carter, shout out to him starting his business. It is June 1st. Got out there getting it done. We are shouting him out. Y'all make sure y'all follow the page so y'all get information. Y'all see the businesses. I will be posting them on my pages. Remember, when life gives you limits, make it make sense. Do that. Find your father. Make sure y'all check in on him this month. See y'all.